hello to everybody else. We're an educational charity and we aim to improve the life chances of disadvantaged young people through an online history debating program which connects school communities right across the UK. Now, our approach is very pragmatic. It draws on many years of experience teaching history in state secondary schools. The problem, or the first problem we're tackling, is that disadvantaged students have lower speaking skills, lower employability, higher levels of poor mental health. And COVID restrictions have exacerbated all of these problems. So even though schools are open, the extracurricular provision that was designed to lift up students on pupil premium, that's all gone or it's on hold. The second problem is that students from very homogenous schools, whether that's all white British or all Bengali heritage, are much more likely to hold negative views about other races and religions. So our solution is to engage students from very different backgrounds in debating extremely contentious historical conflicts like Israel and Palestine. That's the sort of the most contentious of them all. They study both competing historical narratives. They learn the skills to critically evaluate evidence. They learn how to make arguments. They learn how to listen and come to their own judgments. And they learn that two opposing positions may both be based on good arguments and evidence. We do lots and lots of short informal debates, constantly swapping sides, and we give individual feedback every time a student speaks. Our role in this is to recruit the schools, work with teachers to identify the right students to take part, provide all the educational prep material, the videos, the lesson plans, source packs, then run the training for the teachers and any pre-debate workshops for the students to build their confidence. Then we match up very different schools together. We host the debates themselves, and afterwards we collect feedback from teachers and students. We know this works even in the most testing circumstances, and this is a photo from a debate workshop that it was about Israel and Palestine, and we ran it between an Islamic academy in Preston and a large Jewish school in North London. Now, the key is to start by having each side argue for what would naturally be the other side's position. So, the room is very, very tense when we started. But when Yassine, the young Muslim man on the left, he stood up and he opened the debate and he said, "We believe the British government should be praised for the Balfour Declaration, which gave Jews a place of refuge after they'd been persecuted for 2,000 years." That broke the tension. I could feel the emotional reaction from the Jewish teachers standing next to me. And after that, the rest of the workshop went swimmingly. I mean, sometimes people say to me, well, what's the long-term impact on individuals who take part in these sorts of exercises? And Yassine is still very sympathetic to the to the Palestinian cause. And David, who's sitting next to him, is still a Zionist. But what's changed is their perception of the other and their understanding that disagreement doesn't mean hostility. And that's a deep-seated, long-lasting change. Feedback is great. We get the teachers are always very happy because they can see their students learning, and we adapt the program to fit their needs, so they're being responded to. And the students love it because they get to do challenging stuff about real-world problems in a lively setup where they're guaranteed the opportunity to express themselves, and the mood is collaborative rather than competitive. The translation from in-person to online and then to a mix of online and in the classroom has been pretty seamless, actually. And whatever happens with the vaccine, we'll continue to offer online or blended debating as an alternative to in-person. It'll be according to what the schools want. So in terms of what we'd like to achieve, what we're hoping this evening is to raise £13,200 to deliver a year's programme for 18 schools. The cost per school is £750, which according to the Educational Endowment Foundation's metrics, makes us very cost effective. And every additional £750 we raise means we can add a school to the programme. In fact, the whole programme is easily scalable because all our educational materials are online, and because the teacher training provided will make it easier for schools to continue to participate in future years, it's potentially replicable in over 4,000 UK secondary schools. Apart from that, we're also very much looking for some business advice here. Currently, all our programs are free. They're free to all schools. But looking forward, we'd like some help thinking through some different pricing models, because there is an opportunity to generate some income from that. So to finish, the problems we are tackling are huge, but we are confident that we have a program that's really working. Every school we recruit, every debate we run, every student we engage is a tangible step towards a fairer and more cohesive society.